Be ready? Start. As per Article 322, the expenses of the Union Public Service Commission, including any salaries, allowances, and pensions payable to or in respect of the members or staff of the Commission, shall be charged on the Consolidated Fund of India. As per Article 321, an act made by Parliament may provide for the exercise of additional functions by the Union Public Service Commission with respect to services of the Union. As per Article 323, it will be the duty of the Union Commission to annually present a report to the President of the work done by the Commission. On receipt of such report, the President shall present a copy before each House of Parliament together with a memorandum, if any, explaining the reasons where the advice of the Commission was not accepted by him. The Commission consists of a chairman and other members appointed by the President of India. Usually, the Commission consists of 9 to 11 members, including the chairman. Every member holds office for a term of 6 years or until he attains the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. The terms and conditions of service of chairman and members of the commission are governed by the Union Public Service Commission Members Regulations 1969. The chairman and any other member of the commission can submit his resignation at any time to the President of India. He may be removed from his office any time to the President of India. He may be removed from his office by the President of India on the ground of misbehavior only if an inquiry of such misbehavior is made and upheld by Supreme Court, or if he is adjudged insolvent or engages during his term of office in any paid employment outside the duties of his office, or in the opinion of the President unfit to continue in office by reason of infirmity of mind or body. The Commission is serviced by a secretariat headed by a secretary with 4 additional secretaries, a number of joint secretaries, deputy secretaries, and other supporting staff. The secretariat for administrative purpose is further divided into divisions, each undertaking a specific responsibility. Administration administers the secretariat as well as looks after personal matters of chairman, oblique members and other officers, staff of the commission. Recruitment to all India services is done either by direct recruitment through civil services examination or by promotion from the state service. The AIS branch handles the promotions of state service officers to the IAS, IPS, and IFS. It also handles policy matters relating to all India services and amendments in the promotion regulations of respective services. It carry out appointments to central services based on promotion, based on proposals from various ministries, departments, union territories, and from certain local bodies, and by the means of deputation and absorption. It carries out merit based selection and recommendation of candidates through various examinations to Group A and Group B services of the Government of India. Primarily deals with day-to-day housekeeping works for commission like arrangements and facilitation for conduct of examinations by the UPSC, printing annual report, etc. This branch carries out direct recruitment out of the three possible mechanism of direct recruitment: recruitment by promotion and recruitment by transfer and permanent absorption by selection to all group A and certain group B post of the services of the union. These recruitment are done either by selection or through competitive examinations.